Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Plugin Development. In this episode, I have created Zed, the Master of Shadows, from League of Legends. That's a little preview of his abilities. So far, I have created every ability except for the ultimate. That I will do in its own episode, because that's going to be big. Two things to note before I begin. I'm using my own method of setting the entity's health. I'm doing this because if I had a shadow over here, and I used an ability that hit the same entity, it wouldn't hit it twice, it would only hit it once. So I wanted to make sure you'll get the full damage from every ability. So I'm using set health instead of traditional damage methods to make sure that all damage goes through. The other thing to mention is this red dot that appears whenever I use an ability. This is because League of Legends is a top-down game, so when you go to use an ability, not only do you have the direction the ability is in, but how far the ability is from the player. This is important for things like the W, so I have created my own method of achieving a workaround. This red icon will indicate where it will start. Not only can this be seen in the shadow, but in my Q when I use it at long range. As you can see, they both went in the same direction. However, if I do it again, I can have them intersect. So with that out of the way, let's see everything. The first thing is his passive. If I get the health of this creeper in front of me, you will see that it is 10-10, which means it's just 10.10. If I were to hit this entity one more time, now it will be 9. If I hit them once more, you'll see particle effects. This is his passive. Every 10 seconds, you get bonus damage if the entity is below 50% health. So now you'll see it is 2. Now for Zed's Q. I've already shown it, it's just a basic skill shot. I've also implemented so if the Q hits one entity, it'll do less damage. This entity has 20 health. This one has 12.5. If I use my Q from here, this one goes down to 8.5, it took 4 damage. But this one only took 2.4. It deals less damage after it hits one entity. Now for the W, Living Shadow. You can use this to swap, so I can teleport to where the shadow is. Shadows will also mimic my abilities. So it has 20 health, that's normal. If I have both me and my shadow hit the creeper, it goes down to 13.6. And finally, the last ability is his E, where he just slashes all enemies around him. Does 3.5 damage. So you can see now it has taken much more damage because both the shadow and me hit it. And now if I hit it with my sword, I think it should die. Oh, nope. Just barely hanging on with 50 health. Not very good at math. And, just like in League, you can get a long-range Q, the Shuriken. Just have to get the shadow out and then wait a few seconds. The only thing I don't like is how long you have to wait, but I'm gonna have to do my own tampering with the values. So far, this was the best that I could work out. The last thing is the ultimate, but I haven't made it yet. That'll be for a future video, so thank you all so much for joining me on another episode of Plugin Development. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you in my next video, so if I will. See you there, I'll be waiting.